Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be more new fragrance releases, and will I be adding them to bag. These are releases just in time for the holidays. We have some fragrances that came out in October, November, and then heading into December. So we have 20 fragrances to go over. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so first up we have Brazilian Crush Cheirosa 39, and it looks like it's getting a new look, and I say that because it already had this look, so I didn't realize that this was discontinued yet again. But I did own the original Coco Cabana, and I ended up decluttering it because it had a heavy popcorn note, and there wasn't a popcorn note. It had the scent of popcorn, of buttered popcorn. And then they were releasing this, and it was my understanding that they were getting rid of that strong like popcorn note, and I don't get that in this scent. I get the toasted praline, but it was never as buttery popcorn as Coco Cabana was on my skin. But this has notes of coconut cream, tropical orchid, and toasted praline, and this is considered a warm and sweet gourmand. So again, that's Brazilian Crush Cheirosa 39 by Sol de Janeiro. All right, next, this fragrance is already out, and I've been wanting to try it, and finally I was able to get a deluxe sample, so that's coming in the mail. But this is Retrospect by Merit Beauty. Looking at the notes, I have a feeling I have this. So this is in the warm, spicy fragrance family. This has top notes of bergamot, pear, ambrette, aldehydes, heart notes of jasmine, rose, orris, rosemary, and violet, and then base notes of vanilla, musk, and moss. This sounds like Leda's 22 Orris, which 22 Orris also smells like sunfruit. I believe they're from the same perfumer. I'm not sure who the perfumer is behind this, but this has a lot of the same notes as Leda's 22 Orris, a little bit more than I would say sunfruit. So I'll let you guys know what this smells like, but I have a feeling that this is going to be something that I already have. And then it looks like Beyonce is coming out with another fragrance. I believe this is from the Renaissance line. So the first one was C'est Noir, and then this one is C'est Lumière, and it's in this gold bottle. So Noir was in that silver bottle, which I never got to test out, and then Lumière is in this gold bottle, and it's 50 mils for $160. That's kind of what prevented me from blind buying. The first one is that it was kind of a high price tag for a celebrity fragrance, and it was only a 50 ml bottle. Usually fragrances that cost that much are usually 100 ml bottle, but this one is going to have top notes of Madagascar black pepper, Italian mandarin, heart notes of jasmine, sambac, absolute, rhubarb, and base notes of Indonesian patchouli and skin musk. I don't know that I see this in stores, but if I saw it in stores, I would definitely test it out, but not anything that I will be seeking out a sample for. Then next we have a new fragrance from Leda by Stephanie Leda. This is 20 Bourbon Brulee. It sounds really delicious. I'm gonna look at reviews to see if maybe this falls in a similar boozy, woody category as like Angel Share, but this has top notes of Italian bergamot, black plum, Brazilian tonka bean, middle notes of cypriol root, coconut milk, whiskey accord, and heliotrope, and then base notes of caramel, vanilla bourbon, amberwood, white musk, and American cedar. All right, next we have a fragrance by Swiss Arabian. This is Shagaf Vanilla Toffee, and this is for my gourmand lovers. This looks really delicious. This has notes of buttery toffee, Arabic coffee, middle notes of walnut pastry, date milk, vanilla and cardamom, and base notes of Madagascar vanilla, caviar, brown sugar, benzoin, tonka bean, musk, and woods. So I think it's gonna be a really nice, affordable gourmand. Swiss Arabian tends to be at a nice price point. Not anything I would be looking for. It seems a little too gourmand for me, but if I was able to sample it, I definitely would. It does look like it's gonna be a nice fragrance for my gourmand lovers. Then we have Navitus Peach Arum, and this has top notes of baked peach accord, Turkish rose, absolute, and amaretto, heart notes of Sri Lankan cinnamon, condensed milk and puff pastry, and base notes of oak leaves and sugared musk. Now Navitus is a house that has been more misses than it has hits. There's been a couple hits with that house, but they are definitely more of a niche house with, I would say, with more complex fragrances. And if you guys know me, you know that I'm more of a fruity floral kind of girl, more easygoing. I love my designer scents. I love my mass appealing fragrances. So this is one I would have to test out. I did like test out a bunch of Navitus fragrances and a lot of them just weren't my cup of tea. But I think if you're into niche fragrances, you're a gourmand lover, you like a little bit more complexity to your fragrances, this might be one that you enjoy. It does sound really nice. I just have a feeling it wouldn't be my kind of fragrance. Now this sounds like it might be my kind of gourmand. So we have a Naughty Nona by Sniff. And this is an ode to the passed around and passed down. The booze soaked, sugared, and spice. It's so good you'll gift it thrice. So this sounds like my kind of gourmand. I love kind of boozy, fruity gourmands or just fruity gourmands. So I would love to get my nose on this. This smells like candied ginger, bits of orange, prune, rum, walnut, and vanilla glaze. Now, I love boozy fragrances. Rum can be a little tricky. It can't smell like straight up rum. It's got to be a more intoxicating booziness, but it's one that I'm very interested in trying. So Naughty Nona by Sniff. This sounds right up my alley. All right, then we have a couple fragrances from a house I haven't tried yet, but again, for my gourmand lovers, we have a lot of gourmands coming out and I want to talk about them. We have two by Mesan Mataha. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but I've never heard of this house, but the marketing on this looks delicious. So first we have Brownie Pop, and this has top notes of brown sugar, heart notes of cookie, popcorn, chocolate, hazelnut, and base notes of vanilla and sandalwood. The next we have Evasion Bonbon. This has top notes of caramel, strawberry candy, chamello, heart notes of jasmine, ylang ylang, and base notes of vanilla and musk. Even though Brownie Pop sounds super yummy, I would say Evasion Bonbon is probably more my speed with that kind of sweet but fruitiness. Not anything I'll be on the hunt for, but I would definitely check out reviews, and if I was convinced enough, I might seek out a decant of it. All right, next we have Kayali Yum Bougie Marshmallow 81. God, I didn't realize that it's gone back 81 times. This has top notes of pink lady apple, Italian lemon, freesia nectarine blossom, middle notes of orange blossom water, pink marshmallow, strawberry, coconut flakes, and then dry notes of whipped vanilla, raspberry sugar, pink musk, ambrox, and Kayali signature accord. This sounds like it's gonna be kind of a fluffy, sweet, fruity gourmand, my kind of fragrance. I already have my mini coming. I ordered it when it was like first released for Rouge members. I have been on the PR list, but I get my PR after all the big influencers get their PR. So everyone and their mom has already reviewed this scent. I haven't gotten anything yet, but I do have my mini coming. And if I enjoy it and I don't get PR, then I would definitely get a larger bottle. But again, that's Kayali's Yum Bougie Marshmallow. Keeping in line with pink, we have a new one by Lattafa. This is Noble Blush, and the notes on this are rose milk, almond, and merengue, and then base notes of sandalwood, vanilla, and musk. This is a house that is very reasonably priced, so if I saw this fragrance, I probably would give it a shot. I might look at a few reviews just because I would wanna know if this is more on the gourmand, more on the fruity side, but it does sound like it's going to be kind of a pretty rosy fragrance with gourmand touches. So I'm kind of interested in this one. The bottle is gorgeous, but I do enjoy the Lattafa fragrances in these bottles, and it is one that I would definitely try. So again, that is Noble Blush. And it looks like Khloe Kardashian is coming out with a fragrance. This is XO Khloe, and this fragrance opens with notes of rose petals, lavender, and sage blossom, heart notes of orange blossom water, praline, and juicy peach, and it dries down to have tonka bean, softwood, and a sexy musk. Why do I feel like I already saw something that had orange blossom water? Which leads me to believe that it's a more soft orange blossom. Oh, Kayali's Yum has orange blossom water as well. That's interesting. I wonder if it's supposed to be like a softer, kind of subdued orange blossom. I'll have to look it up. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the Kardashians, but I've always liked Khloe the best. So one that if I saw it at Ulta, I would definitely give it a sniff test, and if I enjoyed it, I would buy it. So again, that is XO Khloe. All right, then we have 3 new fragrances by Theodoros Galutinis. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. We have Cinnamon Rolls, and this is Pastry Bliss in a bottle. Then we have Bubblegum Factory, a scent that'll dance through your senses. And then we have Pistachio Latte. The key for our gourmand fragrances is realism, just like a delicious dessert recipe. Enjoy Pistachio Latte. So I don't like overly realistic gourmand fragrances unless it's something like maybe Bubblegum Factory where it's more fruity, but Pistachio Latte and Cinnamon Rolls might not be for me. But if you guys enjoy realistic fragrances, I will say that I have tried one from this house and it was extremely realistic. I tried Coffee Addict and that smelled like stepping into a coffee shop. That smelled like a very realistic kind of sugary sweet coffee scent. So if these fragrances are anything like that fragrance, I would have to agree that this is a very realistic house when it comes to gourmand fragrances. Again, I'm not a gourmand lover. I do enjoy fruity gourmands and intoxicating gourmands with grounding notes in them. But if you are a true gourmand lover, I would say check out this house. So Cinnamon Rolls, Bubblegum Factory, and Pistachio Latte. If any of you guys have tried out these fragrances, let us know in the comments how realistic they are. I will say Coffee Addict was a very realistic coffee scent. All right, it looks like Tom Ford is coming out with Rose Exposed. This is from the Private Blend collection, I believe, which has top notes of white pepper and pink pepper, middle notes of Rose Absolute, rose water extract, and orange blossom, and base notes of musk, woods, cashmere, leather, sandalwood, and olibanum. Not anything I'll be on the hunt for, but one I would definitely try at Sephora. All right, then we have a couple from Born to Stand Out, one of them being a collaboration. So I'm gonna go over the collaboration first and then their limited edition. So we have a collaboration between Born to Stand Out and Fugazi. Two outstanding niche houses with an exquisite taste in perfumery have decided to join forces. So we have Fugazi by Born to Stand Out, and this has top notes of milk, grapefruit, incense, mandarin, and cumin, middle notes of suede, vetiver, guaiac wood, and saffron, and base notes of vanilla, styrax, ambrox, moss, and musk. Then we have Born to Stand Out by Fugazi, and this has top notes of bergamot and geranium, middle notes of rose, pepper, and akigala wood, and base notes of amber, cedarwood, tobacco, and leather. So that's a collaboration. I haven't heard of Fugazi, but I have heard of Born to Stand Out, and I have been wanting to try them. So if I saw samples, maybe, but this is definitely a house, both of them, that I've heard on social media. So I don't know if they're at stores where I could test them out. So I would have to be able to either see them in groups where I can, you know, purchase decants or test them out in store. But if you guys have tried any of these houses, let me know your thoughts. And then again, by Born to Stand Out, we have a limited edition Be My Cookie. And this has notes of natural raspberry essence, crunchy cookie, castoreum resinoid, bourbon vanilla absolute, milk, tonki-tone, and scotol. Not sure what some of these notes are, but if the marketing has anything to do with what this is going to smell like, sounds like this is going to smell like a cookie scent. The raspberry leads me to believe that there might be a little bit of a fruity touch to this one. This might be a little too dessert, a little too cookie for my liking, but one I would definitely test out if I could get a sample or test it out in store. So again, that is Be My Cookie by Born to Stand Out. All right, then last we have Ariana Grande's REM 2.0. And I did want to try this on camera because I actually do have a travel. I'm not sure if she's releasing a larger bottle. They were saying that she was teasing the scent with a limited edition Wicked travel collection. So I picked that up. This has notes of cherry jubilee, sugared honeysuckle petals, middle notes of jasmine absolute, marshmallow merengue, and base notes of glowing amber and warm musk. So I'm gonna make this my scent of the day. And I like Ariana Grande fragrances. They're definitely more youthful. Yeah, this is definitely going back to her fragrances in those kind of cloud bottles and her REM bottles. As of right now, first impressions, this isn't giving me REM vibes just yet. It's giving me Ariana Grande vibes. It's giving me her fragrances from that line young, fun, fluffy. This one, it's not overly cherry. It's like a, I don't want to say a maraschino cherry, but it's sweet like a maraschino, but with the marshmallow. It's kind of making it more of a marshmallowy, kind of sweet cherry fragrance. This one's more, it doesn't smell like cloud. It doesn't have that cloud DNA. It just has that kind of Ariana Grande feeling to it. I do think that her fragrances are likable. I would say that Pink Woods is a step up. It's a little bit more elevated. This one is more fun, youthful, going back to her other line. Not anything I would get a larger bottle of. Just because I've smelled this already, I know this kind of scent profile. I just don't think this is anything I need a larger bottle of. So again, that's Ariana Grande's REM 2.0. So yeah, guys, those are more new releases that are coming out just in time for the holidays. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these. Are there any of these fragrances that you're excited about? But that will do it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.